This just happened and no one was expecting it. A quiet decision by the Lakers is stirring behind the scenes and could have a much bigger impact than it seems. Fans are trying to understand the reasons behind this choice, but I've got exclusive information that explains everything. My friend, hold on tight, because this news promises to change the course of the team, and you'll hear it here before anyone else. But first, if you wear the purple and gold with pride, like and subscribe, because what I'm about to reveal is going to be hot. The preseason has barely begun, and we already have a bombshell no one expected. It's one of those pieces of news that completely changes the conversation among fans and raises countless questions about what's to come. The team affiliated with the Development League decided to shake things up and, in a bold move, decide to let go of a young point guard who had been attracting attention but still didn't have a guaranteed spot. In exchange, the team received no less than 3 future draft picks, a move that makes it clear that the front office isn't just looking at the present, but planning with a long-term vision. The player in question is DaJuan Gordon, who managed to stand out last season without much fanfare. He played 34 games, 13 of them as a starter, averaging consistently nearly 9 points and 5 rebounds per game. These weren't crazy stats, but they were enough to prove he had value on the court. His defensive intensity, his energy off the bench, and the way he could fit into different formations were eye-catching. He wasn't a star, but he was the kind of asset every coach likes to have available. Now, with his rights transferred to the Noblesville Boom, an affiliate of the Indiana Pacers, Gordon will have the chance to start over. And it's important to clarify, when we talk about a G League rights exchange, it means that if the player remains in the United States, he can only play for the team that owns those rights. In other words, Gordon will only be able to wear the Noblesville jersey within the Development League. If he doesn't choose to play international basketball, that will be his path. For the club that traded him, the 3 draft picks are a strategic gamble. They may not yield an immediate impact, but they could be decisive in building an even stronger roster in the future. It's an investment up front, focusing on talent that could arrive in a year or two and transform the landscape. This type of move reveals a lot about the management's philosophy: patience, forward thinking, and the confidence that even if they're giving up a promising name now, the return will come soon. But behind this trade, there's a detail that has resonated even more with fans: the space that opens up within the main roster's rotation. And in this context, one name emerges with even greater force: Bronny James. LeBron's son had already been proving his worth in the G League with solid averages and impressive progress. Now, with Gabe Vincent's recent injury, expectations are growing that Bronny will finally get a bigger opportunity. He's young, has the energy to defend, isn't intimidated by challenges, and can bring exactly what the rotation needs right now: fresh energy and versatility. The board appears to have taken the first step toward a plan that combines a commitment to the future with the need to make room for those who can contribute now. If the G League trade stirred up behind-the-scenes action, the next news shows that even the team's top stars are also changing the team's plans. If the DaJuan Gordon trade already had everyone talking, the second piece of news arrives to heat up the debate even more. Luka Doncic will not be playing in the first 2 preseason games. But before fans get apprehensive, it's important to emphasize this isn't an injury. The decision is purely strategic and a precautionary measure. The Slovenian is fresh off a strong performance at Eurobasket, carrying the national team on his shoulders in matches that demanded a lot of physical and mental effort. Given this situation, the coaching staff determined there was no need to play him so early. The priority is clear: preserving the health of the franchise's most important player so he arrives at full strength for the regular season. This means the first 2 friendly matches will have a completely different weight. Without Doncic, LeBron James, Marcus Smart, and other players who will also be unavailable, the team will take the court without its full strength. To some, this may seem like a problem, but in practice, it's also a unique opportunity. This will be the moment when young talents, reserves, and even those still fighting for a permanent spot in the rotation will have the chance to shine. Every minute played becomes a showcase. Every play becomes an argument to convince JJ Redick and his staff that they deserve a spot. It's the famous test by fire that can reveal who is truly ready to take on responsibilities when the big names rest. And speaking of JJ Redick, the rookie coach has shown he's not afraid to make firm decisions. He's determined to implement a modern philosophy based on fast pace, court spacing, and defensive intensity. Resting Doncic at this time is not only a cautious choice, but a clear message: season planning comes before any rush. Still, Doncic won't be left on the sidelines. On the contrary, even off the field, his presence will be crucial. He's already become more than a star. He's also a leader in the locker room. Even without playing, he'll guide teammates, closely monitor training, and instill confidence in the younger players. Luka's impact goes beyond statistics. He's already a cultural and emotional pillar of the team. Another point worth highlighting is the Slovenian's physical transformation. During the preseason, Redick made a point of praising Doncic's dedication and discipline. The coach stated that he had never seen the player so committed to his training routine, diet, and preparation. This change in mindset could be just the thing Luka needed to reach a new level in his career. That's why the decision to retain him now makes even more sense. The more fit he is, the better his ability to lead the team when the regular season begins. And while Doncic rests and the squad finds its rhythm, a player who was almost forgotten is gaining ground and promises to surprise. If many people have forgotten, now is the time to remember. Jackson Hayes was a key player when Anthony Davis left the team in the trade for Luka Doncic. The center took over as a starter in crucial moments and showed energy and consistency, even without putting up eye-catching numbers. His presence as a rim protector, physical strength player, and lob partner for Doncic and LeBron was crucial. However, after being left out of the rotation during the playoffs, many believed his future might lie with another franchise. But Hayes surprised everyone by re-signing for another season. Now he returns as a backup, with DeAndre Ayton taking over as the starting center. For Hayes, this isn't a problem. He says he's motivated to contribute whenever called upon. More than that, Hayes worked hard this offseason to gain healthy weight, strengthening his body to last longer in the paint. This detail could be the key to his continued presence as a solid piece in the rotation. And playing alongside Doncic and LeBron, he says, makes his life much simpler as the spotlight on the stars opens up space for his aggressive play in the paint. With the trade of a young point guard for draft picks, Luka Doncic's absence from the first preseason games, and the return of Jackson Hayes in a new role, will these strategic decisions be enough to give the team the necessary balance and put it in a position to truly compete for the title this season? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest LAKERS news.